it, so you mentioned that we should watch it. But I kept seeing the promos with Chris Rock. I'm like, they got Chris Rock in a TV show? Sorry, it's Fargo season 4. The good thing about it, I don't believe none of the seasons connects with each other.
No, they don't. They don't. They have zero to do with each other.
It reminds me of American Horror Story, how each horror story is different. You know what I mean? So, but I saw episode 1 a couple of weeks ago. Now, what I can remember from it was pretty good. It was real good. Real good. I had questions about that. I was like, the trip me out is how they was giving each other, each gang was giving each other sons.
Right.
Train their sons, but then they would do some doodle shit and come back and shoot up the whole place. It was crazy, man. Shoot up the whole place and and when she did that takeover, you was like, your gang was like
King of the Hill.
You was running shit.
Right.
Right, King of the Hill. So when Chris Rock and his crew rolled up over there, you know what I mean, and it seemed like it was a whole different angle, though. I mean, from what I've seen is like all that trying to roll up on me and all that stuff. It seems like it's gonna be different. I don't know. I can't give it away because I haven't seen it, but talk about that part, man. Explain that part right there. Just what was the purpose of giving? What was the purpose of that?
Well, actually, they explain it in the show. You give your youngest child to your adversary as a show of peace, because you're less likely to try to hurt me with one of your with one of your most valuable assets in my possession, because if you come at me, I will in turn kill them, that person. So it's supposed to be to balance out the peace. We got Pretty Thick 69, Pretty and Thick 69 in the building. Much love, sis. The Queen is in the building. But that was the purpose of that, to show basically a peace offering almost. But as you said, every gang broke the peace.
Not to cut you off. They spit at each other. They spit on their hand. They shook hands. You know what I mean? To make it official.
Right.
You know. But the twist was Chris Rock was like, "No, I'm gonna go deeper than that. I'm gonna cut myself with this blood. You know, to make this official." That was deep too, man. Chris cut this up to the whole damn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tick cut this shit.
Hell yeah. But I mean, man, it's just a situation. If you really look at it, and again, this, like we were saying last week, if you start watching Lovecraft, the natural progression is to move into, when you see Enslaved and then you see this, it's about socially climbing. If you ask me, it's about family, socially climbing, and it shows the greatness of our community. Now, if we could remove this we could absorb this from the screen, the television screen, and inject this into our people, as well as looking at the way these folks are acting a fool with this election, we should be walking away and stop saying this fool, which is, to me, I don't know about nobody else, to me, the statement, "We are not a monolith," is the most idiotic thing we can outwardly say. Because what we're doing is letting the people who are adversaries and or our enemies know that we're not together. If you believe every time I say something, I am speaking for DGrate, and DGrate never says anything publicly, but he calls me on the phone and say, "Yo, rap, no, don't say that no more." I'm outwardly, it's kind of like when you and your woman are out in public. If Pretty acts a fool, or if you act a fool, y'all got each other back until y'all get into the car. And then you looking at her or she looking at you like, "Motherfucker, what were you doing?" But as long as y'all in them streets, you could be out there hollering, "Look, goddammit, 2 + 2 is 40. And she just gonna stand there and be like, She gonna stand there with a blank stare on her face, and she gonna have a poker face on, and be like, and she gonna have a look on her face like, God damn it, that's what my husband said. But when y'all get in the car, she gonna be like, Marcus, God damn it, it's 4. But as long as y'all in the street, she gonna be like, she rolling with it. And if she do the same, she could be standing in front of Incredible Hulk. Say something else, big old motherfucker, Marcus will kick your ass. And you standing there like, I gotta fight the Hulk? But as long as he's standing there looking hard, she gonna be like, yeah, and I'll fuck you up about it. And up until we get that shit down, that's what I took from that whole exchange with them monsters. No matter how bogus they were, they never said nothing out loud that they ain't like. And remember, the one motherfucker that said something out loud that they didn't like, they popped his ass when it was time to get popped. You don't want to do it? Okay, we shoot you when we come back. We shoot you. So,
straight up. Yeah. And that was pretty much the basics of that episode of the trade-off.
Yeah.
You know, they were introducing us. This is how this show gonna go down, and we gonna take it from there. You know what I mean? But at the end, I can't remember the conversation Chris was having with. Oh, they got your boy in there too. Preach.
Yeah, Preach is his. Well, in Italian mafia lore, he would be his consigliere, his right hand man, his advisor.
Right. Preach was in there, so. Matter of fact, when I get home, I'm gonna watch episode 2 tonight.
Oh yeah, we on that. But yeah, man, and you know what else I like, man? See, to me, I don't be like okay, maybe this will help people. I don't watch TV and wonder about the next episode, because if Lovecraft teaches you nothing else, it's when you thinking about the next episode, you done missed one key word. You done miss one sentence or something else. You have to absorb what you watching. And they was dropping gems in regards to ingenuity, like when Chris Rock invented the fucking credit card in this. Chris Rock pegged America. And all that really is the barter system. I got something you need. I'm gonna give it to you, and you gonna pay me back at a later date. That's the barter system. You need onions. I got a bunch of onions. Later on, I'm gonna need help harvesting my onions. I'll give you as many as you need, but you're gonna for every dozen or whatever, you ain't got no money, but you got labor. So I'm gonna give you a whole bucket of onions, but this bucket of onions is worth 80 hours of work. So you come work for me for 2 weeks. Bam. There it is. And that's that's the premise of the credit card. So
yeah, that's what Shannon said in the chat, bro. I'm just reading that.
What she say? Mom, I ain't got on my glasses, man.
She said exactly on the credit card idea.
Right. And I think that's a metaphor. I don't know if a brother came with the credit card or not, but it's a metaphor for all the times.
I gotta go back and watch this shit, bro. That's right. I forgot all of them. Damn, bro. Yes. Okay.
I think that's a metaphor for all the ideas that we have come up with, and because the only thing the white man has invented was the fucking patent office, we got beat on all of them. Again, you don't, like, most people don't know. Okay, look at this. Watch this. When you say the telephone, you think Alexander Graham Bell. When you think the cell phone, you thinking some big name company. But at the end of the day, Alexander Graham Bell gets credit for it, but Granville Woods invents the walkie-talkie, which is the grandfather of the cell phone. So if you don't ever get a walkie-talkie, you never get a cell phone. By the way, a brother invented the fucking cell phone. A brother invented the fucking internet. A brother, if you go to Netflix, you find out that the cartridges that me and you used to play video games on, a black man invented it. I'm watching this a documentary called High Score on Netflix. They talk about all the video games. They spend a week and a month on everybody else. They spent 15 minutes on the fact that a black man created the concept of a cartridge. So without cartridges, you don't have Madden. So that's what I'm saying with this Chris Rock thing. Again, I haven't done any research to find out whose idea is the credit card, but I think it was a metaphor for the things that black people have come up with, presented it to some white man, they shot it out the air, and then next thing you know, they doing it.
Right.
Shelly said that's exactly what I said about them stealing ideas. I got my laptop up now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, man. And another thing. The concept of banking has always been in our community. But again, this is what even Dr. King said at the end of his life, and I've been saying it most of my adult life. Integration is the problem in the black community. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to have any friends outside of your culture, but what I am saying is this: the more we integrate it, the less power that we have. Because Dr. King said he wanted us to have the ability to go over to Bloomingdale's, or in Chicago would be Marshall Fields and Company, or I think it's Dillard's where you live. And he said he wanted us to have the ability to do that. But we was cool with Alleganza. We was cool in the motherfuckers. If you old enough to remember it, Alleganza was the magazine with all the slick bell bottoms and the hip huggers and all that joint, all those joints. And we was shopping with them. When you from Chicago, you realize that fashion felt makeup, we could have just kept getting that from Bob Johnson. But he put it in Marshall Fields, which in my opinion shot the team in the foot, because he could have just opened up a fashion fair department store, and everybody in Chicago on the south side or on the west side, wherever he put it, would have flocked to that joint. So every time we take the ownership away from each other, or the ownership concept, and want to integrate it so other folks will be involved, we lose. And if anybody doubts me, no matter if you love them, hate them, or indifferent, Tyler Perry he making FUBU movies for us, by us. And guess what he is now? He's a billionaire because he targeted our community. Oh man, that shit ghetto. But everybody knows. So if you ain't got a money in your family, you know one of your friends do. You could definitely relate to it. So it is.
Hey, read what Shelly just said and put in the chat.
Aretha quotes Winston Churchill. History is written by the winners. Exactly. History is. That's why Christopher Columbus discovered America. That's why for the last 75, 80, 100 years, people been getting traded at Fort Bragg, and Bragg as a goddamn Confederate soldier. How the fuck you think they got a George Washington military base in England? Hell no, they don't. Because George Washington is a treason over there. And they said that's why most of us didn't know about various events in history, because they wanted to keep it hidden from us. Exactly. And they said, can we talk about Rabbi? Yes, you can. Here's the number. Call in. Oh, shit. That's the wrong thing. I almost hit the convention thing back up, the convention joint back up. Let me go back and get the number.
You talk about, refresh my memory. I should have watched it twice. I'm right in fact, so if you watch episode 2, I'm going to go back and watch episode 1 again. But you talk about old dude that was in the car with old boy got shot in the neck?
Right.
Okay.
How he betrayed his father. I think it's easily influenced by it's going to turn out to be the Italian for turn on the Italians for Chris. I don't